did the stunts and kicked those guys' butts, and like, it was unreal. She was a force to be reckoned with that day, and I loved watching it.
It was actually a really interesting experience, though, too, just because Melissa and I were very distant during that. And I don't know if you made a point to kind of stay away.
I think it was on
Jerk.
purpose.
But she did. So it was very strange. That whole scene was very weird to film because I literally felt like this disconnect, and we're so used to just kind of making each other laugh or like just supporting one another. And again, like our days are really long and they're very strenuous and physically, so we just get exhausted. So she's kind of always who I rely on. And so it was weird. I couldn't connect with her, and it was kind of it was incredibly frustrating, and I think that actually helped motivate trying to win her back.
Thank you. Yes, hi.
Hi. So I've actually been a fan of you, Melissa, since like Glee, and Chyler, you since Grey's Anatomy. And I was wondering, since both of you are really good singers, in addition to Jeremy and Laura Benanti, like, is there any chance we're gonna see any singing ever on Supergirl?
Oh my God, that would be amazing. A musical episode.
Like Grey's did it, so why can't Supergirl?
But isn't that supposed to happen like in Down the Road?
Well, we're going into season 2 here shortly.
Oh, we're way down the road. So, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't put it past anybody.
There is a villain. Isn't his name Music Meister?
So you want to get Neil Patrick Harris too?
Sorry?
Neil Patrick Harris did the voice of him in Batman Brave and the Bold. So.
Oh,
Want to
really?
get into it too?
That'd be fun.
Maybe you guys should pitch it.
You guys you have great ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it either. We sing enough on set as it is, and
All the time.
it's not always good.
Oh, Lord.
Right.
She will.
That is a great question and a great idea. So hopefully we can look for a musical episode in the future. Thank you.
That would be fun.
Yeah. Yes, hi.
Hello, my name is Jonathan from Chicago. My question is, we the fans already know that Flash is the fastest man alive. Well, what do you think that's faster, Supergirl or Flash?
Supergirl. Was that too fast? Sorry.
She's got my back. I don't know.
Well, what do you think her answer is going to be?
Yeah.
I mean, she is Supergirl, so she
Yeah,
might say
and
herself.
she can fly faster than I broke the sound barrier at one point.
She did.
Yeah.
He's probably faster than that.
But she's way cooler.
Thank you.
Thank you. Her cape's better, too. Yes.
Hi, I'm Mike from Chicago. This question's for Melissa, but Chyler can chime in too if she has any insight. I was reading in the Red Eye yesterday an interview with them, talking about how you used to be fans like us too. How does it feel right now to be on like the other side of it, basically?
I don't know, I kind of wish I was out there with all y'all. When we went to Comic-Con last year in San Diego, I was dying. I was like, oh my God, there's a Kingdom Hearts booth and I just want to go over there and look at like, I wanted a Keyblade so bad. And there was all the Star Wars Force Awakens stuff happening. They had a symphony playing with fireworks and I was dying that I couldn't do any of it. But I don't know, maybe next year we can pull like who did that? Breaking Bad. He dressed up as
maybe we'll be the ones in suits next year.
Mm-hmm.
Quentin Tarantino is always cruising around Comic-Con with like a mask on and nothing else.
Of course.
So, and he'll lead it and he'll be like, yo, it's Quentin. But, that's really, it's a good point. I mean, obviously you guys are getting a taste of the passion that fans have for this type of show and for your show and how they're connecting with you guys. What are some of the things you guys geek out about on television, film, books? Anything come to mind? You're a Ravenclaw, right, Melissa?
Ravenclaw?
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yep,
So,
Ravenclaw all the way.
so we know you like that. What else?
Yep.
What else do you guys, respond to?
I mean, I'm a huge Star Wars fan.
Yeah, ditto. Ditto. I thought Chewie stole the movie. Just saying.
He did that. Yeah, he did. I don't want to. We've all seen Star Wars.
I mean, come on.
The spoiler moratorium is over for that one. But that was a great question. Let's go over here.
My name's Ken. I'm from Saukville, Wisconsin. Quite often in the series, there's a character building moment, and in the background, there's some pop song being sung by a really good singer, and I was wondering if that's you, Melissa. In particular, the third episode, All Girls Want to Have Fun.
Oh yeah, I remember that cover. It wasn't me. I haven't done any of the singing for any of the songs, but that was a really pretty version of that song.
Kick the producers in the butt, because you got a great voice and they should use it.
Thank you.
He does.
Thanks.
She does have a lot of responsibilities on the show, though. So.
But she said they sing all the time anyway. Right?
It's true. It's
Someone
true.
should just walk around with like an iPhone recorder, just like pick it up here and there. Oh, you just happen to be singing this. It's played on the show. Sounds
Create
good.
a compilation and let us all buy the CD.
Hey, not a bad idea.
You're
Tweet
hired.
that to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, hi.
Ladies, thank you so much for coming. This is awesome. I'm Jonathan
you.
from Woodridge, Illinois, and there's so many aspects of the show that I completely enjoy. But can you tell us a little bit about the training regimen that you go through with all of the stunts and the flying? It's just amazing to see all of that on a network show, and it just makes every episode exciting to see.
What is the training?
The
like?
training.
Unfortunately, when we started filming, we had zero time to do anything, and honestly, the nature of what we were doing was the training. But I essentially had to learn how to fight. Like I had never pulled a punch before. I grew up in a family of girls, and all we did was slap each other and like. So I had to learn how to fight and make it look convincing. And we both have incredible stunt doubles. My stunt double is Shauna Duggins, and she doubled Sydney Bristow and Kill Bill, and like she's unreal. And she was like a savior. And I don't know. We had to. The wire work is really tough, and it's an ongoing process learning how to finesse it.
We had a lot of fun with it, though. I think, if you're going to do it, you got to be sold out. And, I mean, we got injured. I mean, she got punched
I got
in the
punched
face.
in the face.
Like, straight
Like
up
2 weeks
punched in
ago.
the face. Yeah. And, we ended up with all sorts of injuries, but it's just because we're sold out. It's like we have fun, and there's just something that switches in your mind that all of a sudden it's like, grr. But I mean, much more than that. But no, it was. I think that was, probably some of the best times we had was just trying to kick each other's ass.
Yeah.
But.
It makes a big difference when the actors get physical and get in there and like are, excited and passionate. I mean, a huge difference because you can easily see when it's like, oh yeah, that's the stunt double. Oh, there's the actor. Oh, that's So I mean, kudos to you guys because it makes a big, big difference. Thank you. Great question.
Yeah, it's fun. Thank you.
Take care.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Ollie from Star City. So with John Jones on the show and the episode with the White Martians, I'd like to see Miss Martian on the show. So what are some DC characters you'd like to see on the show?
Other DC characters.
I wish my son was up here. He'd give you a whole laundry list of that. Jeez. What do you guys think?
Wonder Woman. I don't know if we can do that.
Yeah.
Wonder Girl, Power Girl,
Power Girl, yeah, that's a pretty good one.
and Superwoman. Like there's so many.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's some really
Batgirl.
cool ones. The end.
Batgirl! Batman
squirrel.
would be dope. That would be really cool.
John Henry Steele.
And they make a very, very big point for us to say Jean Jones. just putting it out there. We literally have to go into ADR recording. They're like, it didn't sound Jean enough. I'm like, I said it like a Z. But no.
I think we have to, DC is very generous with the characters they let us have on the shows, and I trust them to bring some really amazing people, characters.
Absolutely. Thank you. Great question. Hey.
Hi, Dan from Chicago. Thank you both for being here. Real quick, Melissa, I got to see Band of Outsiders at the LA Film Festival last year. You were great in that.
Thank you.
But so most recently on this season of House of Cards, I know Robin Wright, essentially the co-lead, she directed a bunch of episodes of this season. Like, is that something that any of you would ever consider down the line, directing episodes?
I don't know how it would be humanly possible for me to, but I did Dean Cain said that he directed episodes while he was on Lois and Clark. And I was like, how did that work? I mean, you must have, I don't know how that would work. And I don't necessarily think I have the skill set to do that.
I don't, my husband keeps saying, he's like, babe, you should totally do that. Like, I am absolutely not capable. I mean, all the work that goes into that, I mean, I would love to. Maybe we can co-direct one sometime. That'd be kind of fun.
That would be so fun.
That would be cool. She's a numbers gal.
I think
she likes math. She can do the math stuff.
I think you guys could totally direct if you ever wanted to. I think the difference is, like with acting, you're tackling that one component, that one character, that one, responsibility in the scene or whatever. With directing, you're literally like, you have to be the best multitasker in the world. And, you're a mom, you can multitask.
I'm good at like a few things at a time, and then I tap out.
Yeah.
I'm out.
I'm done. Yes.
Hi, I'm Valerie. I'm from Elgin, Illinois. And I wondered, of all of the various encounters you've had with the mini fans, if any moments stood out to you.
When we were shooting the crossover, we had one day where, I don't know, I'd say 20 kids came and visited throughout the day. And one girl in particular, the second she saw me, usually they're very shy at first and then kind of open up after 10 minutes or so. This girl immediately just latched herself onto me and wouldn't let go. And then we were playing like the Miss Mary Mac. We were doing hand slapping games together, and she could not stop. Like, she just wanted to be around the S, and that was really touching and moving. And I spent like half an hour with her and just like hanging out, being girlfriends.
It was pretty cool when my daughters came to set fully decked out in their Supergirl costumes. My husband said they would not leave the house if they weren't wearing them. And they got to come and see Melissa in her suit. And yeah, there's something about kids seeing the suit and totally opening up and talking about their Barbies and how she doesn't use bathing suits, so they just go around naked. I don't know. It was like this weird confession that my daughter is just
she
like,
pulled me
Miss
aside.
Melissa, I have to tell you this one thing. And she's telling me afterwards, I'm like, that's awkward. Yeah, it's true, though. I don't know. She does. But yeah, no, there's something about that suit that just makes kids confess. You know what? You should come over more often. I'm sure I would find out a lot about my kids.
Thank you. Great question. Hi.
Hi, I'm Lindsay from Oak Park, Illinois, and I wanted to ask you if you guys knew each other before the Supergirl show started?
We didn't.
No, we met, like a week before we started? Something like that.
I think at the first table read.
Yeah.
The pilot.
Yeah, that's right. And then we went to the camera test, which is the first time I saw her in her suit, which the hair on my arms stood on end. It was the coolest thing. And she just walked out, and she's, her walk. Like, she just owned it. She just came out, and it was just, yeah, I think I did a little fangirl there. Kind of like, babe, she totally wore the suit. So, it was pretty cool.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lindsay. Yes.
I'm Sydney from Geneseo, Illinois, and my question is, are you team it's for both of you, and it's, are you Team Cap or Iron Man?
Let's start with you. What are you?
Captain America.
That is tough. That's kind of tough. I'm a little split. I'm sort of obligated to say Captain America just because I worked with Chris Evans, so I'd probably get in big trouble if I didn't. But there is something about Tony Stark that he's got the suit. Like if Alex could be like an Iron Man, right? So I kind of almost think I sort of have to go that route.
I think I have to say Captain America.
Oh no, it's a showdown.
You know why? Because I think Supergirl would be friends with him.
Thank you. Yes.
Hi, I'm Megan from Oak Park, Illinois, and I was wondering, what was the hardest scene to film?
Any difficult scenes? Is it the emotional scenes that are the
Like
hardest?
physically hard, or do you mean just kind of like
Either one.
overall?
Overall.
I'd say the hardest for me all around, there were plenty that were tough emotionally and draining in that way, but all around, the end of episode 13, when Kara's kicking Non's butt, we filmed that at this remote location. It was all night. I was sick. It was muddy, and we were in the ground and physical, and it was also really emotionally draining. So the elements were against us, and I also had this scene where I had to play just fury towards a family member that there's a lot of weird stuff with. So that was the hardest one I've done.
I think one of the other hardest ones that we had was up on the rooftop.
Astra's death scene was really extremely hard to shoot.
It was very cold outside, and it was, I don't know, like 40-mile-an-hour winds, and we're on a roof where you should be
in a hurricane.
in those conditions. And it was until we filmed until like 7 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
We had a lot of those. There were a lot of, we call them fratter days. So you go in, by the time the week is, kind of rolled out, because of how many hours you're there, technically you have a turnaround, so you have to come in 12 hours the next day. So by Friday, sometimes you're not going in until 3 in the afternoon, or if it's a night shoot, you have to do it like that. So you go sundown to sun up. And we had a lot of those. Yeah. A lot of those. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Challenging, but fun.
Thank you.
How do you think both your characters' dynamics and relationship changed after Astra's death? Like that was...
Well, there was a lot of, obviously, guilt and remorse in that, and this, I think there's kind of always going to be a little bit of that residual, drama, I guess, left over where, it is, like that she took, the life of the only family member really that, Kara had left. And so it's kind of a big deal, but family is family, and they did get past it. And I was grateful, actually. Someone mentioned that just a little while ago, saying that they were grateful that it didn't stretch out like this whole entire, it was just a few episodes where, Alex couldn't hold it anymore.
Yeah.
There's just too much. She just loves her too much, and it was it's a lot weighing on your shoulders. And,
It's huge. I was beautifully handled because it was such a intense thing, but then again, you don't want to deal with it for 9-10 episodes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they did a really great job with that.
Yeah. Let's go over here.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Matthew.
Yes.
I'm from Los Angeles. My question is for the both of you. How much time and preparation does it take to get into that character mode? Like, for example, you mentioned falling, and for the girl who has everything, for those emotionally gut-wrenching scenes, how much time and preparation does that
We don't really get any time.
No, we don't. I wish we had more time, but it is a really nurturing set in that way, though. Like when we do need a second, usually the directors are very
understanding. And the cast is too, because it takes a lot, to be able to emote like that, and you're in a room full of people and you're bawling your eyes out or screaming your face off or whatever it is. So in those moments, you're human. You got to kind of be able to warm up to it a little bit, and the cast is really supportive of one another. There's a lot of joking around that goes on literally till the second they say action. We'll be just laughing hysterically, and then it's like all of a sudden you just do your scene, and then afterwards you're like, I remember that. But I think everybody's got a pretty good understanding that when you need your moment, when you got to go there, then you respect that. Yeah. Big time.
Thank you. Yes?
Hi, I'm Kara from National City.
Yay!
I was wondering, if you could write the plot of an episode, what would you like it to be?
So I'm thinking Alex goes Batgirl. Oh, wait, sorry. I don't know, it's crazy. I don't know.
This crazy idea.
I think Alex and Kara should go on a European adventure and backpack.
Love.
Yes.
That's a good question. I always have ideas, not necessarily. I haven't necessarily had one yet that would be an entire episode, but I always have little things that I'm like, oh man, I would love to see Kara doing that, or I'd love to see these people interacting, or I don't know. I'm gonna think about that.
Do you have any, you want to recommend any plot points?
Maybe Alex gets a girlfriend?
Oh, one never knows.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
Hi, I'm Trish. I'm from Detroit, and actually that was pretty much my question. I was wondering if in a show that does a lot to explore female relationships and various dynamics, if there is going to be a lesbian character coming up, because that would be awesome, and you guys have a huge lesbian following, if you weren't aware, which I'm sure you are.
What?
So you guys have that going for you, so that's good.
We got that one.
I think that would be incredible. I don't know. I
do too. And I know Greg Berlanti has said that he's not he wants to create worlds that are full of all walks of life, and people that you would meet. He wants it to be as realistic to the way we feel as people walking around this earth every day. So he did say recently that it wasn't something he would be opposed to, and I'm sure he will.
Yeah. But we're sisters, so that would be weird.
Jeremy Jordan has said that he thinks Wynn could be gay.
I agree.
Or Cat Grant.
Or what?
Cat.
Yeah.
Oh, Cat? Oh.
Is there such a thing as pink kryptonite?
That's a really
Someone
funny
mentioned
question.
this to me the other day, and I was like, "What is that? Is that a real thing?" And they were like, "Yeah, it makes it makes you gay."
I'm sorry, what? Did you say it makes you gay?
Yes. When she's exposed to it, or when
I think everybody
Superman is exposed
in an
to it.
episode should be exposed to pink kryptonite and just see what happens.
Well,
see what
actually,
happens.
It would turn into the musical episode.
That's the musical.
We've figured
That's
it out.
what would happen.
It is written.
And we have you to thank for it. So thank you.
Is that a thing, though? It is. Oh, no? I'm hearing yeses.
There's
yes,
mixed
no,
reviews
no, yes.
here about the pink kryptonite. I don't know. We're going to have to look into that further. Yes.
Hello, my name is Richard. I'm from Gary, Indiana. Love the show. Chyler, I've been a fan of yours ever since that 80s show.
And
Thank
that
you, sir.
80s
Your hair
hairdo.
looks so
You
good
had
in
that mohawk. I loved it.
She looked so cool.
Thank you.
But this question, I'm looking forward to the Flash crossover. But obviously, did you know that back in '85, both you and the Flash, your characters were killed off in the big crisis on Infinite Earths? And are you worried that maybe for the final episode of both your shows, you might, I hope not, though.
Are you?
That would be one way to end it.
I hope not, though.
No, I hope not. I hope not too. But that being said, though, I did get a copy of Death of Superman, and I thought it was brilliant. And I do think that's a really interesting way to handle these stories. So I don't know. That would be one way to end both of our series. Flash and Supergirl. Oh,
Well, I mean,
dead.
if eventually a series ends, unfortunately, unless it's supernatural, eventually it ends. That one just keeps going and going. But, at least you'd go out with a bang,
Yeah.
You want to have those strong endings and not those ones where you're like, oh, really? After all this time? So it's a good thing to keep in mind. Thank you. Yes.
Hi, my name is Christian. I'm from New York. So I drove all the way just to see you.
Thank you.
Melissa. And my question is that I love you on the Glee episode. I think you're a wonderful singer.
Thank you.
Yes. And my question is, do you always wanted a singing career or a character career? I'm sorry.
Singing or acting? Or both?
Acting. That was a thing, like on Glee, everyone was kind of going off and making albums, and they'd always be like, when's yours gonna be? And I was like, never.
Oh, also, my favorite moment on Glee is when Jake is singing to you, "Let Me Love You." And
Yeah, that was a nice
Special moment.
day.
Yeah.
Jacob really sang that song really well.
Are you a singer too?
Yes, I am.
I can tell.
Oh.
Very good
Let me
voice.
love you, and I will love you. A little privy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We have time for one more question on each side.
Uh-oh. All right.
Hi, my name is Shaw. I'm from Oakland, California. So, love the show. I love all of DC TV, and I definitely look forward to Mondays seeing you guys do your thing. So I got a quick two-parter. The first one is, forget Captain America and Iron Man.
What?
Have you seen Batman v Superman yet?
I think I'm going to a screening very soon. I haven't seen it yet.
I already know which side you're on. You don't have to answer that.
Good.
And my other part of the question is, what can you tease for season 2?
That we have one, maybe?
We know you got renewed.
Yeah, we know. I mean, they would be absolutely crazy.
They would be nuts. No,
Yeah.
they really would. No, I mean, we're obviously looking very forward to that.
There's a lot of cliffhangers at the end of this season.
Yes. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Whoa.
Episode 20 is a doozy.
It is, yes. Well, 19 and 20 kind of just carry right into one another. And yeah, I'll tell you all about it. Oh, wait. Gosh, for next
It's
season.
got Batgirl, right?
What?
It's got Batgirl in it.
Yeah.
It's got Batgirl.
So, are you, okay, go back to Zach's movie for a second. Are you Batman or Superman?
I'm just DC. It don't matter.
Yeah. It doesn't, I like that.
Well played. Well played. I really wish we
Oh, actually, I'm Wonder Woman.
I just met her, by the way. I met Gal last week, and she is the real deal. She is so beautiful, first of all. I was like, whoa. And she's perfect. Like, she was awesome to meet. And I think she's going
I
to
agree.
steal that movie.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yes. We'll take one more
Yeah,
from
yeah,
over here,
yeah,
because she
let's
has the whole outfit on. So we'll
She's
go this
in it
way
to
and
win
then
it right
one
now.
more over
Bring
here.
it.
We'll go over here, though.
Pun intended.
Yeah.
Hi, ladies. I'm Kristen. I'm from Chicago. Thank you so much for coming. And Melissa, thank you for the autograph. Everybody keeps talking about your real singing, but I would love to see you two ladies go on lip sync battle.
Oh,
you
dear.
make it,
Yes.
make it, they
Oh my
like
God.
collab-
Yes. That would be so much fun.
Terrence Howard and Taraji P. Henson took time out from Empire to do an episode, so you guys can totally make
Well,
this
I'm sure you saw Jenna and Channing.
Yes, that was
Oh my
awesome.
God.
Jenna was amazing.
She was incredible, and Channing in the Elsa outfit. I was watching it, and my daughter came up behind me. She's like, "That's the weirdest Elsa I've ever seen. She's enormous." I'm like, looks can be deceiving. It's fine. So that would be so much fun.
That would be awesome.
Do what you can.
Great idea. So we have like literally like 4 minutes left. So I want to do something because I see a lot of young girls in the line out there. All the young girls come up to the mic and we'll try to get through all your questions. Like if you're,
That's great.
And everybody else sit down. I'm sorry, but these girls, this is important. So let's start over here.
I'm Katerina Zorel from Krypton. And
Yes.
I was wondering, what was your favorite episode to film?
This is rapid fire.
I would say, I would say the Black Mercy was a lot of fun.
Black Mercy was really great.
Yeah.
I have 3.
Oh.
Is that against the rules? Red Tornado.
Yes.
For the Girl Who Has Everything, and Red Kryptonite Falling.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Yes.
Hi, I'm Mallory. I'm from Joliet. And if you could choose, for all of you, if you could choose any superpower, what would it be?
Superpower.
First of all, you make an awesome Professor Trelawney. You look great.
I think a lot of us agree on flying, because that would just
fly.
be rad.
It'd be super
Flying would be really cool. And maybe X-ray vision. That'd be kind of cool, too.
Maybe the ability to time travel. I want to see some dinosaurs.
Nerd.
That's like.
I'm sorry. That was weird.
What would your superpower be?
What would you
I'd
do?
be invisible.
Invisible?
That's a good idea.
I think invisible is key. Good job. Great question.
Yes.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Freya, and I'm from Chicago. My question was, do you think you're ever going to team up against Superman?
Team up against Superman?
That'd be some pretty dire circumstances if we did. It'd have to be crazy.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Who knows? Pitch it? I don't know. We're on a pitching mode, so let's just, I don't know.
Put it out there into the universe.
Yeah.
Good question. Thank you.
I mean, everybody fights at family picnics, so, it could just be a day at the park.
Okay, we have Ray over here.
My name is Alex, and I'm from Chicago. And my question was, how long does it take to film a Supergirl episode?
Forever. Typical hour-long shows are what, 8 days?
Yeah,
9
we
days?
do
we were doing 11.
10 or 11 days.
Yeah,
So
a lot of days. But they also have a lot of days in post-production. So for the visual effects and all that stuff, it kind of adds to a 14-day episode kind of situation.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. A lot of people work very hard on our show, and we're very grateful to them.
Thank you. Yes.
So I'm Lily from Highland Park, which is in the Chicago area. And my question is, you see all these, sexualized female superheroes, on the surface of the internet, but you have to go, really deep into the internet to find the, male sexualized superheroes. So, what's your reaction to that? What do you think of that?
Wow.
that is so smart and observant.
That's an incredible question.
How old are you?
12.
12? 12 going on 20.
You want to come work for the show?
Yeah, do you want to come write for us?
Jeez.
I think it's really unfair. I do.
Yeah. But dudes are always in tights. If that counts. I don't know. Superman wore his underwear on the outside of his clothes. That's a little much, if you ask me. Yeah, it's a good question. What a great question.
Thank you. Yes.
Hi, my name's Alexis, and I'm from Orland Park, and my question is, how long is Supergirl gonna work at CATCO?
How long are you going to work there?
What's great about Catco is that she's kind of at the bottom of the rung right now. She's the bottom rung of the ladder. And I think that she can only work her way up from here. And her relationship with Kat is an incredible one. And I think they could really discover a lot of different things that Kara could do at Catco. I don't know if she'll be an assistant forever, but I don't think she's going to leave Catco. She loves it too much.
But like Melissa said too about the character, it's really great that that's her life like that gives her a sense of reality. So her going to work every day and working on something that she's really, finds important and working for Kat, I'm sure it's probably something that she would aim to do for quite a while.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we did it, guys. We made it. Your first ever Supergirl panel. Melissa, Chyler, you guys killed it.
That was so fun. Thank you for the
One
great
more
questions.
time. Yeah.
So much fun.
So make sure you go downstairs, find them. You guys will be here all day today, and will you be here tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll be here tomorrow
And
as well.
tomorrow, come down, say hi, cruise around. Melissa, Chyler, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much, and thank you from everyone here at C2E2.
Thank you for having us.
Let it go.
Thank you.
Let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go. Let it go. Turn away and slam the door. I don't care what. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Come to our magical land for gamers. The land where everyone c2e2e.com, the biggest digital marketplace. Hey, deal with me. c2e2e.com, the best video game store ever. Fast as lightning, solid as a rock, deep as duck. What's more, you can sell on it because it's also a marketplace. Remember, c2e2e.com, the best video game store ever. c2e2e.com, the best video game store ever. Fast as lightning, solid as a rock, cheap as duck. What's more, you can sell on it because it's also a marketplace. Remember, c2e2e.com, the best video game store ever. c2e2e.com, the best video game store ever. Fast as lightning, solid as a rock, cheap as duck. What's more, you can sell on it because it's also a marketplace. Remember, c2e2e.com, the best video game store ever. c2e2e.com, the best video game store ever. Fast as lightning, solid as a rock, cheap as duck. What's more, you can sell on it because it's also a marketplace. Remember, c2e2e.com, the best video game store ever. c2e2e.com, the best video game store ever. Fast as lightning, solid as a rock, cheap as duck. What's more, you can sell on it because it's also a marketplace. Remember, c2e2e.com, the best video game store ever. G2.
Didn't make it to C2E2 this year and having some serious FOMO? Don't worry, Reed Pop Supply Co. has you covered. Grab some of the hottest C2E2 exclusives from readpopsupplyco.com. We've got autographs from your favorite stars and exclusive Marvel variant comics like Vader Down, Power Man and Iron Fist, and Princess Leia. We've also got super limited exclusive merchandise from Marvel, Her Universe, Wheel of Fine, and so much more. Go to readpopsupplyco.com now to get your goods before they're gone forever. If you are here with us at C2E2, make sure you check out the official C2E2 show store on the main concourse. Reed Pop Supply Co., the purveyors of the finest pop culture goods from across the galaxy.
Straight from the golden egg, C2e2 Shield Man.
Snap, that's not what I've ordered.
The heck is that, fool?
It's not our responsibility. Oh, of course. Let me change that right away.
Now that's better, son. Yet another day saved. All thanks to the S to the frickin' M, the Shield Man.
Lumos Maxima. Lumos Maxima.
Yesterday, a wizard entered New York with a case. A case full of magical creatures. And unfortunately, some have escaped. It was open.
Just a smidge.
Mr. Scamander!
Is this the real life?
Let me out of here, Donald, please. Let me out of here,
Is this just fantasy?
Come on!
Caught in a landslide. No escape from reality.
I want to assemble a task force of the most dangerous people on the planet.
They're bad guys. Worst of the worst.
Too late. Open the gate! My time has come. Send shivers down my spine.
Was this cheerleading trials?
All the time.
Hi, boys.
Goodbye, everybody.
Deadshot. Guy shoots people. He's a crocodile. And he eats people. Burns people. You're possessed by a witch. And she's just crazy.
What was that? I should kill everyone and escape? Sorry. The voices. I'm kidding. That's not what they really said.
This is the deal. You're going somewhere very bad to do something that'll get you killed.
Let's go save the world.
I can't wait to show you my toys.
Let's do something fun.
We got a great panel for you. They're going to do a Q&A. Here's how the Q&A works. They're going to come out. They're going to tell you they're ready for the Q&A, and you guys are going to line up. They'll actually give you the directions. I wasn't able to talk to them. They do different Q&As, different ways, but definitely listen to what they ask you to do. And they're going to try to get to everybody. Who's got questions? Raise your hand if you've got questions.